Hey, beautiful people, welcome back. Today, we're diving headfirst into a conversation that's long overdue: unlocking female pleasure. We're going to break it all down, from what women want to how we can better understand female desire, intimacy, and pleasure in ways that can transform relationships and lives. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, because by the end of this video, you'll have insights that can change the way you experience intimacy forever. So here's the deal. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell, because we've got a whole lot more in store for you, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Now, if you're already feeling this topic, please tap that like button. It helps me out more than you know. And let's have a little fun with this. If you're super excited about this topic, go ahead and comment 1 below to let me know. But hey, if you're not quite vibing with it, that's okay too. Just drop a 0 so I know to switch things up in the future and make better content for you. Alright, are we ready? Let's jump in, because today, we're unlocking female pleasure. And this is one journey you won't want to miss. So where do we even begin when it comes to understanding female pleasure? Well, let's start with something that might surprise you. 53% of women wish they had more sex. That's right. More than half of women out there feel like they're not getting enough. Whether that's because of life getting in the way, relationship dynamics, or maybe just not feeling fully connected. And honestly, it's not just about the frequency. It's about quality of connection, quality of understanding, and the quality of the experiences that women are having. Now, here's the thing. Desire doesn't look the same for everyone. There's no magic formula or one-size-fits-all approach to pleasure. For some women, desire might be deeply tied to emotional connection. Others might find themselves feeling aroused after a day filled with flirtation and fun. What we need to understand is that female desire is a delicate dance between the emotional, the mental, and the physical. So, to really unlock female pleasure, we need to be paying attention to all those factors. Let's talk a bit more about communication. Ladies, if you've ever felt like you're not being heard when it comes to your needs in the bedroom, trust me, you're not alone. Communication is a foundation of a fulfilling sexual relationship. You have to feel comfortable telling your partner what you like, what you don't, and what you'd like to explore. And let's be real, we can't expect our partners to read our minds. So, the first step to unlocking more pleasure is opening up the dialogue. And for my guys out there watching, listening is just as important. When your partner is opening up about what feels good, take it in, ask questions, and be willing to explore. Now, this brings me to a fascinating fact. 51% of women can orgasm during exercises like crunches. I know it sounds wild, but it's a real thing. This is known as a coregasm, and it happens because of the engagement of core muscles that can trigger pleasure. This fun little fact just goes to show how diverse the female experience of pleasure can be. And it highlights something crucial. It's not just about one specific act of intimacy. There are so many ways to experience pleasure, and sometimes it comes from the most unexpected places. Speaking of unexpected, did you know that 37% of women use vibrators during partnered sex? Yep, vibrators aren't just for solo play. They're a powerful tool for enhancing sexual pleasure, and if both partners are on board, they can really take things to the next level. For the women out there, if using a vibrator helps you achieve stronger orgasms or reach new levels of pleasure, go for it. And for the partners, being open to incorporating toys into your sex life can actually deepen the bond between you. It's all about mutual satisfaction and creating an environment where both of you feel free to explore what feels good. Now, here's another fact that might just blow your mind. Women over 40 are more likely to experience multiple orgasms. That's right, ladies. It just keeps getting better. As we get older, we often become more in tune with our bodies, more confident in our needs, and most importantly, more comfortable communicating those needs. So, if you've ever thought that great sex was only for your younger years, think again. With age comes experience, wisdom, and a greater sense of self-awareness, which are all ingredients for incredible sexual experiences. The takeaway: never stop exploring. Keep learning about what brings you pleasure, and don't shy away from asking for it. Now, let's talk about something super important: the clitoris. Did you know that the clitoris is much larger than what we can see? Most of it is actually hidden inside the body, and it's packed with nerve endings that are designed purely for pleasure. So, if you're not paying attention to the clitoris during intimacy, you're missing out on a whole world of pleasure. Understanding how the clitoris works is key to unlocking that next level of satisfaction. It's not just about penetration. It's about discovering the full range of pleasure points and learning how to stimulate them in ways that work for you. Here's something interesting. Even though we're talking more openly about sex than ever before, actual sexual activity is on the decline. Crazy, right? We're living in a time where people are busier than ever, and technology often distracts us from really connecting with each other. So, even though we're having these conversations, we're not necessarily acting on them. That's why emotional connection is so important. When we take the time to truly connect with our partners, emotionally, mentally, and physically, that's when the magic happens. Sex isn't just physical. It's about creating an emotional and mental space where both partners feel safe, understood, and free to explore their desires. Speaking of connection, I want to emphasize something crucial. Communication is everything. It's the cornerstone of any good relationship, and that goes double for sexual relationships. If you're not talking openly about what you want, what you need, and how you feel, you're missing out on some of the best parts of intimacy. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable with your partner. Vulnerability creates closeness, and closeness leads to greater pleasure. Another key part of this conversation is understanding that pleasure isn't static, it's ever-evolving. What you enjoy now might be different from what you enjoyed a few years ago, and that's totally normal. Your body changes, your tastes change, and as you grow, your sexual needs and desires can shift too. The important thing is to keep exploring. Stay curious about what feels good, and don't be afraid to try new things. Let's talk more about multiple orgasms. For a lot of women, experiencing one orgasm is exciting enough, but multiple orgasms? That's next-level pleasure. Here's the thing, it's not as rare as you might think. The key to achieving multiple orgasms often lies in slowing down and staying in the moment. When we're fully present in our bodies and tuned into our pleasure, the potential for multiple orgasms increases. It's about letting go of expectations and simply enjoying each wave of sensation as it comes. And here's a little tip for both women and their partners. Exploration is key. Whether you're trying new techniques, new toys, or simply discovering new pleasure points on your body, the more you explore, the more you learn. And learning is the key to unlocking deeper levels of pleasure. Now, let's bring it back to one of the most important points we've covered so far, communication. It's something I've mentioned before, but it's so crucial that it bears repeating. Being able to talk openly with your partner about your needs, desires, and boundaries is what creates the foundation for a fulfilling sex life. It's what keeps the passion alive, even after years together. And it's what allows you to continue growing together as a couple, both emotionally and physically. So here's my challenge to you. Start the conversation. Tonight, talk to your partner about something you've always wanted to try, or something that's been on your mind. You might be surprised at how much closer it brings you, and how much more satisfying your intimacy becomes when you're both on the same page. I hope today's conversation has given you some powerful insights into unlocking female pleasure. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Every woman's experience is different, and that's the beauty of it. The key is to keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep communicating. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the amazing content we have coming your way. Hit that like button if you found this helpful. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget, if you're loving this topic, comment 1 down below. If you think I could improve this video, drop a 0 in the comments and let me know how I can make the next one even better for you. Your feedback is everything, and it helps me create content that truly connects with you. Remember, pleasure is your birthright. It's something to be embraced, explored, and celebrated at every stage of life. Whether you're just starting to tap into your desires or you're already on a journey of discovery, I want you to know that there is always more to learn, more to experience, and more joy to be found in intimacy. And hey, if you're thinking, wow, I've learned a lot today, then don't stop here. Go ahead and share this video with someone who could benefit from this conversation. Whether it's a partner, a friend, or anyone who needs a reminder that pleasure is powerful and understanding it can change everything. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Sexual satisfaction is about more than just the physical. It's about the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. When we embrace all aspects of ourselves and our relationships, we unlock a kind of pleasure that goes beyond what we ever thought was possible. So take your time, stay open, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Stay tuned for more amazing content coming your way. And until next time, stay empowered and intimate.